Wow. How does someone request for an investigation?
They just come to our website, and we have a link right on the front page, and they can just come in there and fill it out. And there's a lot of questions, so you got to be determined.
How is your procedure or technique is different from the goat hunting group?
Okay, we approach everything very scientifically, but what I think helps not necessarily stand out amongst paranormal groups, but something that does make us a little bit different is that we have a dedicated research team. Now this research team is headed by our SPI search team leader, Sandra Senecal, and what she basically has is an entire research department, which what they then do is when we get the requests in for an investigation, they then start looking into the backgrounds of these people. They start looking at the backgrounds of the area, the locations, geological information, the deeds on the house from years ago. They try and find out any of the information, all the history they can find out, and then basically that goes as part of the end report that we give to our clients. So even if we don't catch any ghosts, we still give them a full report of what we did that night. Additionally, we have a full historical report as well.
I remember, now this is silly, but sometimes you're sitting in a room, you're very quiet, and maybe you're concentrating, and you think that you saw something, in the room. And because I remember one time I was sitting on a chair, and I had my arm like this, and was watching TV. Then all of a sudden, you know how you had the reflex, and went like this? I hit myself in the head. I'm like, who was that in the room? So I always think about potential ghosts when I hit myself laying there, and then I thought someone was in the room. So anyway, so I had to share that because I think it was funny. Anyway, I that was just funny because sometimes I wonder, what is a real ghost, and how do you know if there's a ghost because you're not sure what you saw. I mean, did that happen to you? I mean, it could be a false alarm.
Yes. A lot of the time, that's why we basically go into these places, because a lot of the time maybe it is something very obvious, something very natural that they're experiencing, but for them it could be, they think it's a ghost, So, but yeah.
Yeah. It's just like my hand. Okay. Now let's get serious. Let's talk about where, I know you can't say, but are there some areas that you have done some real investigation and you have discovered ghosts? I heard like in Bisbee or Tombstone area. I mean, there's a lot of ghosts in Arizona.
Well, in Tombstone, we've been to the birdcage and didn't really find anything there. You guys had experiences in Bisbee.
Yeah, in Bisbee we found to be better than Tombstone. We found that using our equipment and stuff. So based on our own experiences, we found that Bisbee is probably more haunted than Tombstone. But yeah, I mean, there's a few locations out there that are really fantastic, actually. But there's also the places that you don't hear of. Certain places that are out there that have got some much more history that we just simply don't know about. And doing this has really sent us to places that we've never even heard of, that we would never have been to if we hadn't been doing this. So it's such a great experience, and it's a learning experience.
Do you just do Arizona, or you travel all over the United States?
No, we're strictly Arizona.
Yeah, at the moment, but we could branch out.
Once gas
with the
comes
right
down.
funding, with the right funding. But yeah, I mean, at the moment it is because obviously gas prices and stuff. But one day, maybe.
So I gather that you do this on a volunteer basis?
Yes.
Yes, everything is done through, which is why when we started, we used to drive everywhere in Arizona, but we had to branch out and create other small groups to be with us because the cost, it is on our own, with our own money. So it was just cheaper to have different spy groups throughout Arizona.
So in other words, you do this as, and your group do it as a hobby on your spare time.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. We don't charge for everything is free. We don't charge for anything. We don't charge anybody for gas. Everything comes out of our own pocket. So, you know, we're basically not for profit.
Without disclosing, you know, any location, do you have anything coming up soon that you'll be investigating?
Yes.
Yeah, we got a residential in early October. We're hoping, I guess, go back to Bisbee in the middle of October. And what do we have after that?
I mean, we've got probably about 2 or 3. We've got some residential investigations coming up. We're pretty much booked up for the year and entering the new year, so it's going to be busy.
And I'm just curious, you know, after you do an investigation and you discover there's really ghosts in that residential, then what? Suppose I want to get rid of that ghost. What do you do?
Well, we make it very clear on the front of our website, we don't do that.
Okay.
I don't think anybody could really say you have a ghost and I got rid of it. There's no possible way you could tell somebody it's gone. So we would be putting ourselves in a situation of where, you know, we could do more harm than good.
I guess I watch too much TV, you know, you see how people come in, they do their, you know, readings and they get skewed away, they go, because there's some bad spirits in the house. And with that movie I saw, I can't remember the name, but you know, you think about that, and so you clarify that you're not doing that, but you're just letting them know if there's any activity in the house, basically.
What we want to try and do is find the natural causes. We don't, not necessarily going in to find ghosts. We're not looking for ghosts. What we're actually trying to do is to debunk what they're experiencing. Then what happens is if we cannot find any logical or natural explanation for what's actually being reported, then potentially we're looking at paranormal. But we're still, you know, we're still looking for the paranormal, but we're actually trying to find things that are a natural reason rather than paranormal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both for being on the show, and it's very, you know, fascinating, and I hope you come up with some more creation and invention and get some sleep in between as well.
I'm sure I will.
Well, if you are interested in getting more information, they have their website. You can get all the information at the end of the show, and I hope you enjoyed the program as much as I did. So thank you for watching Community View. My name is Sherry Collins. See you the next time. So long.
Let's have everyone out one at a time with your ID cards, please.